Hunter Biden recently found guilty, but is it all a ploy by the Democrats?
US President's son, Hunter Biden, has been found guilty of 3 counts of illegally possessing a gun whilst under the influence of drugs. It is the first time in history that the child of a sitting president has been convicted of federal charges. The prosecutor of the case claimed it was not about addiction, but illegal choices made to obtain a gun. President Joe Biden noticeably avoided the topic of his son's guilty verdict while speaking at a gun violence prevention conference.
Oh, so sweet. Look at the crackhead hugging his dad after he's found guilty. I mean, come on. He was found guilty of possession of, firearms by a crackhead, an addict, whatever the wording they want to use. Illegal, what was it? He dumped it in like a trash can by his school or something. Like, what the fuck is wrong with that guy? I mean, I'm sure he was high on the Parmesan cheese he tries to smoke, but I mean, come on, man. Like, use your brain a little bit, just a teeny tiny bit. I mean, it's about time they got something on him, right, guys? Like, I mean, we should have got him when he dropped his cocaine at the White House, but magically, the White House didn't have security camera footage of who dropped the cocaine. But we got him for being a crackhead and, being in possession of a firearm, which is illegal, as it should be, because, crackheads don't make the best choices. As you can tell by the videos of this man with prostitutes and chopping up crack and, I don't know, whatever the fuck else he was doing with them. But really, this is just, I think personally that this is just like a sacrifice to the justice system from Joe Biden, so that this way, they can be like, oh, look, the system's not rigged. Joe Biden's son also was convicted, and so was Trump. So we can continue to keep going after Trump because the system's not rigged. Bullshit. All right? I mean, come on. Where's Hunter Biden going to go to prison? You think he's going to go to some, hardcore like Rikers or something like that? San Quentin? No, not at all. He's going to go to some cushy white-collar prison where they play tennis on the weekends and he gets a massage every Tuesday. Like... Do you think he's going to go somewhere hardcore? Maximum penitentiary? I don't think so. This is just so they can keep going after Trump. But, like, as a father, you failed your son. I mean, I get it. As an adult, he can make his own choices and he can go down the wrong path. But, like, as his dad, you were supposed to teach him along the way that, like, certain decisions and choices in your life are going to affect you greatly. So, you shouldn't make them. Like, doing crack. Being in possession of a gun while doing crack, and then filming yourself doing crack with prostitutes. Those are all bad choices that he made. But, along the way, Joe Biden could have helped his son out and been like, hey, Hunter, maybe you should be... Actually, no, he couldn't have helped his son out because that's not a liberal... it's not a Democrat liberal thing to do. Tell them to restrict somebody to do something. Because Democrats and liberals are all about, freedom and love and do whatever the fuck you want, pretty much. Hence why, in California, you can pretty much just rob an entire store. Up to $999 and you're good. That's the Democrat way right there. But as a father, you failed your son. You know who else you failed? You failed your daughter as well. How, you ask? I mean, did you read her diary? Because... Jesus. I mean, we all knew there was something up with Joe Biden, the way he used to, sniff kids and talk about kids rubbing my leg. And I learned, like, what? Like, this man used to shower with his daughter until she was 13 years old. 13 years old. My son is going to be 13 this year. You know how weird it would be to get into the shower with that boy? Like, what the fuck? Like, what is wrong with this? Like, what the hell is going on in that family, dude? Like, oh my God, dude. And, like, of course, we never, found out about this until someone stole her diary. So it was kept under wraps. Joe Biden never wanted anybody to know that, he was out here showering with his daughter until she was fucking 13 years old. Creepy motherfucker. But we'll wait and see. We'll see what happens with Hunter. If he, actually goes to a real prison or... some cushy white-collar establishment, but it doesn't really matter. This is all just so they can go after Trump. But it's not going to work because the Trump train don't stop for no one.